Another? Yes. Yes. What?
Shopping for books? We have a saying, I've come again.
Welcome. I have reagents, potions.
If you need anything before you head back out to here, you should make sure to look at my stock. First, please come by again.
What? Yes?
Need something?
Yes?
Glad you decided to show. Can't say I wasn't antsy with all these squirrel-headed gnomes staring me down crosswise. But let's be quick-like about this. Before you go into the vault, I've got to run you down on what's needed. Grim learned that the gnomes enchanted the missives with a spell that lets them know its location at all times. Trilgarin came up with a solution. The Shroud of Omission. Cover the book in this shroud and the gnomes will forget it exists. Now, are you ready? This is a one-way trip. Once you're in, you'll have to find your own way out. Some old book. Don't look at me for what's in it. The value that those cursed scullions place in the missives is what concerns Grim and I. I don't know if Trilgarin made the bloody thing or stole it, but she said it's one of a kind. Place an object under the shroud and all the world forgets it existed. Seems useless, eh? But in the right moment, it's a damned waggish bedlam. Through this floor grate here. You'll have to do what you can to keep your bearings. It's a maze down there. And be careful. They might be pint pots, but these gnomes will become vicious if they get wise to you. Right, you better go. Be quick about it. I'll distract them. Let's do this.
Surrender! Down! Get over here! This'll teach you! Surrender, now! Surrender, now! Down, villain! Get over here. What?
What's needed? I hear the bursars will loan money to its clients.
Welcome. If you're looking for more than just idle conversation, I'm afraid I can't be of much use. Farewell.
Yes.
Hello, I.
Ain't no merchant, ain't no trader. Got no coin, got no bread. Yeah.
Aye? Yeah? We've no clean mugs and no clean beds. Good. Well now, the market's hiked their prices up again. Good.
The missives of Sable. I'd like to see what these pages hold. But that needs to wait. Keep that shroud on it. The time has come. While you did this, I finally learned who the Hierophant is. Argene of Sun Camp. We're taking her down, Dove. All of us. One last plan, one last job. The biggest we'll ever pull. I know now. I've had my suspicions, and the last one has been put into place. The Hierophant is Argene of Sun Camp. I've told Argene that I know her secret, and now she's asked to meet me in the ruins beneath Sun Camp. While we're there, you're going to plant the missives on Argene, and the gnomes will have her in chains, like she would have done to me. Argene tried to hand me to the gnomes for stealing the missives of Sable, a book they value greatly. Only you saved my life. She tried to do the same to you and Phasma in Rhythm. After that, we started putting my true plan in motion. I found the missives of Sable and found the Hierophant's identity. Now, we'll frame her for the crime she tried to have me killed for. The meeting with Argine's a front. While I keep her occupied, you, Krilgaren and Phasma will be able to move unrestricted. Where we're going is the Hierophant's lair. It's likely got some enchanted defenses. Krilgaren will be there to help with those. Meanwhile, Phasma will lead the gnomes to the ruins. You plant the missives on Argine, and the gnomes will take her away while the world watches. I'm the bait. With luck, I'll have her gaze long enough to let you plant the missives of Sable on. Krilgaren will be your support. The Fae have many powers and sensitivities. I doubt Argine would invite me without having some form of security. Krilgaren will help you. Phasma's got that way. Once you plant good. To kick once you're in, meet with Krilgaren. Now, we've got in an Arathi ruin beneath Sun. I made you a secret entrance.
Yeah?
I?
Yeah?
At last, I can speak with Grimm's fateless ally with my true voice, and your meaningless plan is exposed. These ruins are full of travelers faithful to the Hierophant, who will kill any and all who intrude. This ends now. My powers may fluctuate around you, but they are not robbed of me. I could see enough of Grimm, Phasma, and Krilgaren to learn this plan. I tried to end your life once. I underestimated you, framed Grimm for stealing the missives of Sable. You are not but a tool to him since he first approached you in Star Camp anyways. I suppose you believed it to be mere coincidence that it was Grimm who first recruited you into the Travelers. Grimm is crude and cruel, but with a bestial cleverness. He learned you were fateless, no doubt. He planned this rebellion long before Own's stand. He only waited until the perfect weapon to fight me appeared. So you claim. Think on my offer and take Grimm will be in the East Wing. Be gone.
You have come. I was concerned, for Argine has not come to this ruin unprepared. There appears to be many guards loyal to the Hierophant roaming this hall. There is also a strange enchantment not far beyond here, but they are not insurmountable with a quiet pace. She has contacted you? Grimm believed he had her fooled, but her skills are greater than we ever thought. But so is her hubris. That key she gave you can be used to reach Argine as well as Grimm. She will be in the western wing of the court. But to reach her, you will need to bypass a strange trap. One that watches the way with eyes unblinking. There's a magic sentry that watches over the path to the court. A statue called the Watcher. If it catches you, it will sound an alarm. But you can blind it. Extinguish the torches in its chamber and its gaze will be lost. The torches lie in its gaze, so the only way to snuff them is with a bag of winds, which the guards carry. Use it before entering the chamber and you'll be fine. Though it is magical in nature, it still relies on sight. If you could blind it, then you could walk in the shadows unseen. There is an item on a nearby guard that would be of use. A bag of winds. Using it, you could snuff the torches and plunge the room in darkness. May the wind be at your back.
Enough of your farces, Grim. You claim you want to blackmail me, but that is not your true purpose here.
Why, your worshipfulness, you can't blame me for desiring to have you all to myself.
This has gone on long enough, little man. I grow tired of your stallings. They will cease immediately.
I couldn't agree more, my dear seer. Seems like it's time for things to wrap up.
They've got the missives. Get them.
Let's get the hell out of here! What are you looking at?
We must make our escape!
Many welcomes.
Gov, we better run like hell if we're to get out of here.
What are you looking at?
Argine's hold over the Travelers is broken. The Hierophant is gone. The Travelers will never be the same. You are like the Travelers of ages past. I name you one among their number. They'll sing songs of you forever as the Chariot. No jail will hold you. And since you've used the Shroud of Omission so well, I figured you could make some use of this.
Many welcomes.
Yeah?
fella? Come to see what I've got? It's probably the same. Come again. Come to see what I've got? It's probably the same stuff as last. Come again.
Looks like I'm in luck. Didn't expect to see so heavily armed an adventurer wandering into our camp. Are you interested in a job? I've got a fey beast situation I need taken care of. Excellent. A pack of wild fey have holed up at the Canyon Hill site at the top of the ledge. I've already dispatched a scholar to investigate, but he hasn't returned. You'll find him near the road towards the mine. I'll have more information for you there, but it isn't useful for much else. The coward refuses to go near the Fae. Get to the site and figure out why those blasted things have come out of the mine, and then get rid of them. Speak to the scholar when the deed is done. He'll pay you. Our scholar in, he ought to be back already. If you do see him, give him a kick for me and good day.
You look well armed. Aren't you here about the Krulak? We have a vicious one on our hands. It's about the desert, killing any workers it can catch. Confound it! Between the Canyon Hill incident and that beast, our schedule... You got the picture. We've put a price on its hide, but who'd be crazy? Well, you should. Edgar's lived in the Hollowlands longer than any of us. Speak to Edgar Aaron. He probably finds this... You look like you can take care of yourself.
Oh, I'm in a terrible bind. I don't dare go. Mind you, I wouldn't go up that eastern ledge. It's most unsafe.
Yes. Well, no. What's a scholar to do against hordes of vicious beasts? Yes, and find out what's wrong. Now that I've found it, and have no desire to investigate...
There were boggarts, lots of boggarts. And I think I saw a thresh. I was rather too busy running to note the particulars. Well, if you were willing to go first...
To the Canyon Hills, where a cadre of fate lead the way. Up the slope we go. There they are.
Another come to steal the light, come to trouble the reverie. They are my friends, drawn here as I drift between the dream world and the world of the waking. The light, source of solace, snuck in, sharp knives, soft feet, stole the jewel from my side. Took it northward, through the narrow rocks, to their village of wood and cloth.
It's beginning to make sense. This Fey maiden is real. But I believe we're speaking to a projection of her, as she dreams. There is a Fey hollow under this mine, where I'll wager she sleeps. And these other Fey, they're drawn to the power of this projection. Restoring to her this light she speaks of might calm things down. Find me at the Motus mining office when you return it to her. I'll make sure you're duly compensated. Most likely return what was stolen to the Fey maid within the hollow. That is how these things tend to go.
The light! Return to me! Did you do this? The blessings of the thorn and shadow be upon your head, little mortal. Now leave me to the reverie, and the deep shadow and the far wind sighs. Now I have the light, the reverie will be untroubled. Now leave me be, little one. Leave me be. Ah.
A Fey relic? Was that it? She called it a light. I wonder what possessed those fools to steal it. No matter. Facts are, without you, I'd still be tugging my beard at the bottom of that slope. So please have this. The interest rewards those who smooth its way. Goodbye. Thank you for all you've done.
Hello. I've got what you're looking for. At least until you tell me what you... See you soon.
There's no work here for you, stranger. Check with Motus if you're looking for a job. Capstan sent you my way, did he? Yes, I'm familiar with old Bloodbane. This Croddock is extremely protective of us. The surest way to draw it out of hiding is to attack those brownies. They help Bloodbane hunt, you see. Good luck. No one's been able to...
I watch them day by day, their foolish, meddling scampering to supper. They know that the land will endure, will heal any wounds mortals can. I cannot act, I am bound by our beliefs. But an agent of change could cut. Oh, I cannot make them bloom, not now. When the time is right, one fey whisper will do. You mortals are not bound as we are. You can grow such things out of season. You wouldn't know with these, the blooming of the century plants is the fastest. The century plants have deep ties, a friend of the sands. You'll do what needs doing. You will need petrichor. Here's a skinful I have gathered. But first, you must ready the plant with fire. Only after. There are 3 century plants in this land just now. Make all 3 bloom for each of the 3 upon the sands. Scorch it with fire, then slake it with the petrichor I gave you. For now, then.
Helios heard the call, and looking down upon the desert, grew irritated. His mighty works were undone, and his brilliance spurned. He called Freyka to his side, and implored the fiery god to strike Saina from the skies. Freyka agreed, but as Saina was too strong, he asked Helios to lend him some of his fire as well. So Helios gave Freyka the flames of the sun. fire from the heavens struck Saina, and her plumage burst into flames. She flew high to cool her feathers and dove to extinguish the fires. Still nothing would cease the burning, and she knew that she was doomed. So she absorbed as much of the heat of the sun and the spirit of fire as she could, and fell dead to the earth. Now, only her bones remain, but she will rise again if life is threatened in the Hollow Lands.
I can smell them on the dry winds. Your eyes may not see the natural decay, but I assure you, it is the little meddlers may do their worst. The Hollowlands will endure for now then.
Oh, it's you. I've been hoping you'd come by. The miners report no sight or sound of Bloodbane since you ventured out into the desert. That means they can start work on the Dunehead site, and that you've earned your pay. You look like you can take care of yourself, but you should be careful out there.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's my miners. They've gone deranged. Bless my beard. Just as both sites were coming back to full operation, the lunatics fled out into the desert. I tried to stop one of them and saw nothing but a blank stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. He looked cursed. This is the work of that Fae. The one who sits atop the hill on the outskirts of town. If you can find that Fae and make him fix this, he'll be duly compensated. Damn right! When we first got this up, it's so obvious now. Gulliver watches the mine from his perch on the hill to the south. Didn't you? I bet my... Nothing is going right.
What are you here for, mortal? I'll not suffer another child of dust. I've had enough of your lot. Especially those of you calling yourselves Edgar Arryn. What a bizarre query. Your miner's plight is not my doing. If you look to rectify their situation, then we share a foe. The mortal that calls itself Edgar Arryn is to blame. Curing the miners of their affliction requires an implement of take the relic from him and find your miners. It is the only way. He has fled to his mine. You would do well to bring it back to me as farewell.
You found me, stranger. Been speaking to Calavar, have you? You've been putting out fires from motors all over the place, I hear. What can I do for you this time? You've spoken to the Fae, I presume. I thought I saw you scaling that cliff. He wasn't lying. I wanted motors gone. But I never meant to take it this far. If he'd just packed up his damn operation, nobody would have been harmed. I did. With this little stone Calavar gave me. Simply thinking of... Unfortunately, I couldn't keep old Bloodbane from falling for your brownie bait. Calavar told me all about it, and how detrimental it... Then I just had to tell a couple of gullible cutthroats about this incredibly valuable Fey relic buried in Shadowthorn Hollow. Perhaps there is merit in cooperating with you. You kill Croddock and spelunk Fey Hollows for a living, after all. But if Motus doesn't leave the Hollowlands, I'm finished. There's no turning back for me. Kill this pest, boys! No, please spare me. I was just trying to make a living here. Success should have been mine. I started my operation long before Motus ever arrived. My workers have abandoned me, and I haven't made a single coin from this place. This was all I could do to reclaim what once belonged to me. You understand, don't you? Fine, it's yours. Damn thing never did me any good anyway. I'm sure the Odessan Praetorians won't be far behind me now that the word's out. I won't be here when you return.
By the moon, where are these gazelles coming from? What was I saying?
Reginald, what do we do? The house is aflame! The house is aflame! What? Oh, where is this? By my beard, how did I get so far into the desert? Where do you think you're going with my pickaxe? No.
I've never noticed how... Wait,
I could swear there was a What? What?
Well, it looks like everyone's back or on their way. We're in your debt once more. Edgar's facilities are vacant now. They're yours if you want them. They were never particularly profitable once his miners left him. But in the right hands, a few of the miners feel so indebted to you, they'd like to work there for you, if you'll have them. You should visit the mine when you have a chance. Good eve.
I shall relieve you of the relic. But, as you mortals say, the devil.
Welcome. The Motus miners have told me all about you. I'll continue to run them, and if it doesn't suit your tastes, with some spare coin, I can arrange for renovations. If you have enough gold, I can clean this place up and furnish it with goods. I'll get right to work. I can't believe old Edgar had been causing all this trouble in the area. With a bit more gold, we can improve the facilities even more. Time to get to work. Oh, you'll love it. How goes the spelunking? I've kept things pristine here at home. For a tad bit more gold, I can add on another room for more storage space and furnishings that'll make an emperor drool. It'll be ready in no time. When we're done, you'll own the finest building in all the Hollowlands. Greetings. Hail, friend. The gnomes at Modus Mining mentioned you'd be opening a mining site. For a small sum, I'll renovate this mine for you. If you give me the gold, I can start clearing out I'll start cleaning out the passage right away. Who knows what will I can't believe Edgar put the miners through that. He was always about taking the fight back to the competition, but there's no excuse for it. Motus's business practices aside, he had no right. Thank you. For another bit of gold, I can clear out the next section of the mine. We'll have this place running at full... Hey, boss. Do you need me to do any work on the mine? Just a little more gold and we can open up the lab. This will be about all we... We've expanded the truly a marvel of modern architecture, if I do say so. Sorry, boss. We haven't yet sold off what we've produced. Good luck out there.